Hi everyone, thanks so much for the interest. Welcome to the channel. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Damoiseau crater. This is a crater, let's call it a crater, that's located, because that's what they call it, just to the west of Oceanus Procellarum. This is in the western part of the moon's near side. It also lies due east of the prominent crater Grimaldi. It's a walled plain with a distinctive dark floor. Due south of Damoiseau is the crater Cercilis. We are going to zoom up to the left of Damoiseau and, of course, along the terminator line so that we can see the lines in elevation, because that shadow from the terminator line is leaning on top of the structures, natural or not, on the surface. Let's call them anomalies. Look like ski slopes, eh? A lot of them look like, tramways or lines going into the mountain. We could come up with millions of theories, but this literally to the left of Damoiseau crater, just along the terminator line in Oceanus Procellarum, and you can see these mysterious anomalies and objects bobbing around in the lunar orbit. On top of it, stopping, slowing down, stopping, changing directions, letting off hazes, smokes, gas. I mean, it's absolutely incredible that we're looking at this. There's no filter here. In the hazes, that's where nobody wants to look into. You want to see more research like that, keep coming back, because I have a lot of findings. We know it's not debris when it stops or changes directions. And listen, some can say it's a UFO, but I think some of these objects that we are seeing are actually living creatures. Creatures on Earth, creatures on the moon. No? We're 20 kilometers from Copernicus. It's right there on top of the image. The buildings are there on the crater. And buildings or structures, they're built, you can see they're buried. Could be because some of them are old. Listen, guys, it could be covered in snow, for all we know. Notice how I change theories a lot throughout, There's one thing I won't change, is that these are built. Whether it's ancient civilizations or recent, I can't say it enough. I really don't care. I know someone was there and possibly is there. I'm seeing activity and movement. So we're right on Copernicus crater, not hiding it. No coordinates needed. There's also a beautiful side to the moon, so I try to show, the colors, the surfaces. There's that base-like object I talked about before in the bottom that we don't really see. See the greenery around the craters. So again, won't linger too much. Damoiseau crater, very green surface. But over to the left, those lines that they worked so hard to try to hide. I'm not pointing to it. Can you see anything odd? Can you pick up on some of the lines? One of the maybe 200 lines that I showed you just in the last 3-4 days, all over the moon. I'll get an arrow up to show you where I'm interested. And again, don't be mad that I'm showing you stuff. It's just anomalies. Let's call it anomalies. You want to think it's a ski slope. You want to think it's dirt. Whatever. It could be dirt, but manipulated surface of dirt. Like we do here. We manipulate the surface to build roads if you want to get to areas. A line going to a blue spot from Copernicus, is it water? I've showed that in great detail. So we're going to look at some close-ups of some craters, both Copernicus that you just saw, and here's Posidonius crater. This is on the southern outskirts of Mare Serenitatis. So what do you think of all these incredible features and anomalies and mysterious lines on the surface that we are seeing? And some of these lines run for hundreds and even thousands of kilometers, and they're all absolutely symmetrical. I get short videos up. There's Copernicus. Look over to the right, guys. That trail looks like a comet, right? Eratosthenes crater and the Apennine Mountains. That is the highest point of the moon. And we don't see a lot of the revelation, yes. We don't see a lot of the elevation. Here I bring the exposure down to see the real colors of the moon. We've got, hazes, browns, colors, greens, reds. All the colors in the book are definitely on the moon. We're going to zoom up here to Copernicus crater. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're watching this on the big screen, you might appreciate the views that you're seeing. Maybe you'll see something I didn't see. I doubt it. People are tired probably of hearing me talk about all of this. I'll tell you what, let's find out a little bit about how I started all this. Take 20 seconds to show you, a couple seconds to show you this. I started out in nature photography and using high dynamic ranges, and I wanted to bring out detail in the image of the clouds, of light, of nature, especially the veins inside of the flowers, the water droplets, with ants sticking their heads in the water droplets to drink, showing the colors on the edge of the leaves. And when you look at this leaf in my yard, you see a green brownish leaf. But there's so much more detail in what we're looking at. And this is probably going to sound ridiculous, aside from maybe a few people, but I'm telling you, everything that's in front of us on this earth is stumping us. We're seeing through the reality of it all. This is why I go get other images on the moon, and I try to bring as much detail as I can out, like I did with these nature images. So if someone was to investigate me for real, someone who really wanted to know if I was telling the truth, and to see everything that I'm showing, and throughout my life, how I play my music differently, how I show things differently in nature, in my photography, and now doing so on the moon. I'm simply trying to show more detail than what others are trying to show. Not to be better, because I'm seeing these things, and I think it's a beautiful thing. UFOs shooting out lights on the surface of the moon. Do you guys know that this video got about a total of 3,000 to 4,000 views, this little clip that's in the video? And in reality, it's the most mesmerizing thing for anyone who wants to know truth about the moon. We were told there was nothing up there, and now we get a chance with our own eyes to see, a big part of the truth. Want to see more research? Keep coming back. Thanks, everyone. Names missing on this video, but Paul Sabo and Pat Crossar, thanks for gifting out the memberships to help this channel grow.
Aliens on the moon. When are they gonna tell the world? Come on, Pentagon.
Yeah, don't click off. I'm gonna sing a song and make a fool of myself. Listen. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos.
Aliens are up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are landing on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon.